Hey guys, Nthefastlane here. In this video I'm going to show you how to replace a rear wheel bearing on a 2004 Corolla Type-S. Now this is the driver's side rear wheel bearing, but it also is the same part for the passenger side. Just make sure your vehicle's in park, and if you want to take extra precaution, just go ahead and put a piece of wood under the back tire. Now don't worry about pulling the e-brake. So we're going to spin the wheel bearing. I'm going to show you what it sounds like to have a bad wheel bearing. For jack placement, you're just going to go ahead and set it right up under here and put it in between the groove. If you're not using an impact gun, go ahead and leave the vehicle on the ground. Break the lug nuts off with the tire iron. Now some Toyota Corolla Type-S's have alloy wheels. This particular one just has hubcaps. So just go ahead and grab your hubcap and pull it off. Next, take a 21mm 6-point or a 13/16 6-point and break the lug nuts off. Now before I take this wheel off completely, let's say I have all the lug nuts on and you jack the car up. What you want to do, there's two ways that a wheel bearing can be bad. One, it can go side to side or up and down when you grab the wheel. If your wheel goes like this with all the lug nuts torqued down back and forth, then that's definitely a bad wheel bearing. Also, when you spin it, if you hear a loud, rough grinding noise, like the wheel bearing has lost its lubrication and it's riding on the balls inside the bearing, and that's another indicator. Next, we're going to go ahead and take this drum off. Sometimes you can just pull it straight off, but other times you just want to go ahead and tap it on the sides or right here, either way. And sometimes you can take a flathead and kind of pry it in there. This one's already been removed, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Go ahead and pull it off. And now we're going to go ahead and spin this one. Hear how loud that is? Now if you're looking to purchase this wheel bearing for this particular vehicle, 2004 Corolla, and it fits a lot of other models, I have the link to my store. You can purchase it right from my store. It'll be in this video. It'll say something like purchase parts here or something like that. It'll be a little blue box. Also underneath the video there'll be a link taking you to the store where you can purchase this part. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come under here on the back side of the drum, and right here we have four. We have one here, one here, one here, and one here, and they are 6.12mm. So we're going to bust all four of these off and this wheel bearing should come out. Now once you get all four of them out over here, you're going to want to leave one in about halfway, and you're going to want to take a hammer and be careful with this line right here because we don't want it to break off. It's your brake line, but basically it's kind of stuck in here a little bit and you got to force it out. There we go. See how it's starting to break right here and just the wheel bearings coming out? So go ahead and do that, and then maybe put the one in the bottom, tap it, top until it completely comes out. Now once you got all four of your bolts out of the back and smacked it loose, you can kind of wiggle and the whole unit kind of comes out. So what I'm going to do is right now it's kind of hanging on the brake line and the e-brake, so hold it up so it doesn't hit it. And I'm not worried about these threads too much, but I'll hit it here first. There we go. And then hit it on the other side. There we go. So if you can pull it back just a little bit, you can get the hammer, smack it out. There we go. And it was just pretty rusted up right here. So on the next one, what we'll do is we'll spray it with some lubrication, and on the inside here of the A-frame, I'm going to go ahead and get a wire brush, and maybe not a wire brush, but just clean it up, light sandpaper, because I don't want to take the paint off. That'll cause it to rust. So I'm just going to take some silicone spray, try not to hit the pads, and a rag. Just going to go back in here around this hole and wipe it really clean, and then spray just a little silicone on it so the new one slides in fairly easy. So as you can see, I'm just cleaning off the hole over here. And clean the one on the drum. Here's a new one. And as you can see, it's real nice and clean, but if you listen, nothing's real quiet. Now right before you put these on the back side of this wheel bearing, if you can see how this side has a curve to it and this side is nice and straight. So look over here and you can see the nice and straight part, the outline of it, of the original one is on the bottom, and then at the top does that oval. So that's the way you're going to want to put it on. So this is going to go on the top right here where it's nice and oval, and that'll line up your bolt holes, because if it's upside down or sideways, bolt holes won't line up. So now all we're going to do is line the holes up. I'm going to slide it through underneath the braking mechanism, and then we want to slide it through the back side over here. So we have it slidden all the way through the back shield and through the A control arm, and now we're going to get a bolt started. Now as for torquing them down, I'm just going to hit them with this 3/8 impact. It's only a 12 volt, and I'm just going to hit them until I feel that they're tight. Torque specs, I don't have the Haynes manual, so I'd imagine they'd probably be less than 45 foot-pounds. I'm going to do it in an X pattern. And then I'll double check them with a hand wrench, and that should be it. It's not going anywhere, and that's what you're looking for. You can see how the bearing goes through there nice. This vehicle isn't like most other vehicles where you have to actually press the bearing out. Now on the fronts, more than likely, I haven't looked at them, but I'm sure you would have to. For more do-it-yourself repair videos, go to www.nthefastlane.com, and I have all kinds of repair videos along with Diagnostic and a lot of troubleshooting write-ups. I'll go ahead and just spray it with some brake cleaner, not on the bearing, just clean up the drum. Do your cylinder drum, the drum, and then line it up, push it on, put your wheel on, tighten your lug nuts, drop the vehicle, and you're done.